seashore lived a mighty king called Poseidon. He ruled a dark street by himself and no one else there. He ruled with all his power. He ruled the street and enforced his dominance. He enforced his dominance everywhere, but no one was there. That was the problem.
The Catman Comics, issue number 1. The Golden Day. Batman issue number 1 San Bernardino Comics. In a Tuesday afternoon, a reporter was outside saying a story. A milkman delivered a record for the city milk deliveries. The milk deliveries was Sir Mathis's 270th delivery. The reporter's name was Hendop. Hendop was a young woman, 27, short blonde hair and orange eyes, the line around. Later at night the interviews were over, and the milkman and reporter drove back to their homes. At that time Batman went out to fight some junkies in apartment complexes at the south end of San Bernardino. Batman heard in his Batmobile, spoken by an operator, saying armed hostiles up ahead. And as soon as the time struck 12, the Bat was on the move. 2 men, one African American, the other Mexican American, standing in front of an apartment condo smoking and laughing. Batman grabbed a smoke pellet and threw it directly at the 2 thugs, and they were immediately blinded and began choking at the strength of the drug. And Batman shocked the 2 of them unconscious. And he continued entering the home. He had a flashback of his childhood, a Halloween night, where the Bat would dress as a cop, stopping imaginary crimes, at age 7. Later, that night he visited the San Bernardino Police Department, and met and saw tons of policemen and women working the night shift. And the mayor of the town later visited the station at the holiday's end. And Buck the Catman got plenty of tips on law enforcement and traveled back home. Then the Catman continued traveling onward. Onward they showed a television program, a program that displayed a space adventure. Sergeant Rex the dinosaur and his ship and colony in a planet in space. He had traveled 2-3 years prior. Though someone, the last man, walked in the room with a gun pointed, and the Catman Buck jumped with his cat body that stood straight, began lunging, biting, and scratching the gunman. Buck the Catman ate the 3 men, and left out.
And she felt a shotgun shell in her head and fell on the floor and died. Authorities went to go check on what had happened, but no one was there. And they buried her without her family's
Buck the Catman ate the 3 men, and left over the South apartment complex. And Buck returned to his home and ate, and drank, his SGT Rex cookies, and drank his space, colonial milk, and watched the cartoon, and slept, which would later prove real, the end.